Where is the number 6? 4. Tuko na Edward Orchestra wearing jersey number 7. Peter Sibeli wearing 8. Daniel Kuto wearing jersey number 2. Amon Churchill anavaa jezi namba 10. Libero Kevin Goetz anavaa namba 5. Solomon Ose anavaa namba 1. Bishop Wabua namba 4 mgongoni. Wayne Churchill 15. Orestas Wema 12. Dominic Deutsch namba 3. Kevin Deutsch 13. Emmanuel Ikemei namba 11. Coleman Churchill namba 16. Ni kikosi cha maafisa utawala Kenya almaarufu Administration Police. Kocha akiwa Vinika Kimei, Simali akiwa Vinika Kimeu, head coach Richard Lamat akisaidiwa na Julius Luguna. Kwa upande wa wanamisitu almaarufu Kenya Forest Service, tuko na John Kinanya jezi namba 11, Michael Muhiru namba 10, Julius Wine namba 11, captain mwenyewe pale Lewis Ogutu namba 7, George Okore namba 5, Robinson Ogunda namba 8, Douglas Wajala namba 2, Douglas Chuma namba 3, Philip Lobo namba 9, Libero pale Simon Ihiji namba 6, Vincent Lech namba 12, Wesley Kanoi Libero namba 4, Enoch Kiptum namba 15, Evans Ali namba 1. Tunaongozwa na Emmanuel Kuroba, team manager wa Chira na Turia. So head coach akisaidiwa na Msafari. Hicho ndio kikosi cha wanamisitu almaarufu Kenya Forest Service. Mechi ile iko karibu kuanza kabisa. Naona Captain show hizi za kutafuta $8. Wiki ijayo tuko hapa kwa ajili ya kucheza robo fainali. Kwa hivyo mechi hizi zina umuhimu mkubwa sana. Naona pale National Organizing Secretary Esther Jole, ile bagi haitoki kwa mgongo. Ukimwona basi ndio ni yeye. Asubuhi njema, Jumapili njema. Tuko muda huu wa historia sana Kasarani. Tuko live kwa Kenya Football Federation YouTube. Hata ukiwa hapa baby tunaona replay. Angalia tu. Ile timu wako choto sana. Tuko na secretary wa media commission Bwana John Malenya na timu yake wanahakikisha mambo yote yako sawa. Tuko hewani hadi Roma wanaliona kule. Hatuna mipaka ugaibuni mpaka simu asubuhi. Tuko maeneo ya Seychelles kule wako ndani. Anasema wako ndani. Bila shaka David Alonso kwa first half naona anaongoza Roma pale. Watu waende
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient. Welcome to the one of the anticipated encounters of the day. It's a match between AP Kenya and the Kenya Forest Services side. Kicking off is AP Kenya, Senator Daniel Kipto. Powerful lead by Moses, nicely set. Enoch Kiptum, nicely picked. Solomon Musi. Powerful attack by Meshach, but quite unfortunately, the ball is off at the court. Much anticipated game of the day. Forest Services coming from a 3-2 win against the General Service Unit side. AP Kenya boosting a high morale. Quite unfortunate, the ball is out of play. With you today is me from the commentary decks, is Luke Opetro. Thank you and welcome. Service AP. Enoch kept him with the attack. A clever play by Meshach for the AP side. Still serving is AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked. Powerful hit by Lewis Ogoto. Being known as a very powerful hit. Clever play by AP. A service AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked. Powerful attack by Philip Ndungu off the Kenya Forest side. Nice defense by. It's a powerful block, but it's quite unfortunate. The ball is out of play. Meshach for the AP side. Nicely served. Not the best of picks by Kenya Forest Service. A powerful hit by Philip Ndungu, taking the Kenya Forest Service side to a 5th point of the first match. Quite a very good encounter. On the service line is Philip Ndungu with the Kenya Forest side. Nicely picked Meshach Kumbua. Powerful hit from the AP side, but it's quite unfortunate the ball is out of the court. Still serving is Philip Ndungu for the Kenya Forest Services. Nicely served, well picked. Meshach Kumbua again. Powerful hit in the middle department of the AP side, converting it to a well-deserved point. Kelvin Kimtub delivering it home for Kenya Forest Service. George Okore for Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served. Well picked. Clever play. Kelvin Kiptum. And it's a ball out of play. I think Kelvin Kiptum tried to use the blocks, but it was quite unfortunate. He didn't get a touch on the blocks. Daniel Kipto with the service for AP Kenya. And a timely error by Daniel Kipto, the setter, AP Kenya. Douglas Angela for Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served, well picked. AP. And a very powerful hit by Mwema for AP Kenya. Taking it to a 1-point difference between these two sides. Onto the service side is Mwema. Mwema being known as a high jumper and a very, very powerful hit. Nice service. Not well picked by Moses. Powerful hit. Nicely picked Solomon. Daniel Kipto with the setter. Mwema with the attack. Nicely served. I think it's going to be a chance ball to the Forest side. Nicely picked. Wanjala with the set. Powerful hit by Lewis Ogutu. Very, very clever from Lewis Ogutu to avoid at the block's end. Getting the point for the Kenya Forest Service side. So it's Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served. Well picked Mwema. Nice set Kipto. A hit by Meshak. Nicely picked again Kipto. Mwema with the attacked by, quite denied by the Forest Services side. A block. Earlier, as we said, Forest Service are coming in from away from the General Service side. Is the morale boost in this particular game. Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served. Not well picked by Mwema. Chance ball to the Forest side. It's an error by Douglas Wanjala. I think each player is trying to tell Wanjala to take it easy. Nothing to lose. Emmanuel with the service, but quite unfortunate. It's out of play. Lewis will go to the service line. Nicely served. Well picked Mwema. Powerful attack. It's quite unfortunate. Moses wasn't able to pick. Sorry to block that ball. Keep Chirchir getting the better of that set of play. So keep Chirchir with the service for AP Kenya. Nicely served. Well picked. Anjala with the save. Nicely set. Mesha Kobu. And a very solid block by George Okore to take the Kenya Forest Services side to the 12th point of this first set. Michael with all the service. A powerful jump service, but quite unfortunate. The ball is out of the court. Onto the service line is AP Kenya. Mesha Kumbua with the service. Nicely served. The ball is out of play. Out of the court. Quite a good attempt, but unfortunately the ball is out of the court. Serving for the Kenya Forest side is Philip Ndungu. Well picked. Powerful hit. Nicely picked. And a very good conversion by Enoch Kiptum. Taking a Forest to a well-deserved 4-point lead. This goes for time out from the AP Kenya technical bench. I think trying to figure out how they're going to catch up with these Kenya Forest Services side, which, by the look of things, they are quite comfortable and moving forward with the game. Good set of plays from the Kenya Forest Services side. Simon, the libero, actually defending some of the balls. Net is Philip Ndungu. As they said, Daniel Kipto. Powerful attack by Mwema. Quite unfortunate. He is unable to cross the Kenya Forest Services block, which is quite tall. George Okore, very tall middle blocker. Douglas Anjala, a very good high jumper. Still serving Philip Ndungu. Nicely served, well picked. Kipchirichiri with the spin, nicely picked again. A set dunk by Douglas Anjala. Kevin Kiptum with the attempt, nicely picked Mesha Kwambua. Kipchirichiri with the spin, but quite unfortunate the ball is out of play. Taking Kenya Forest Services side to 16 points, whereas AP Kenya still at 10 points. Looking at AP Kenya's bench, the coach is trying to check if he has some to do. Still receiving Mwema, and another untimely error by Simon. Some set of communication between Simon and Kiptum, seeing how they can pick that ball. Serving for AP Kenya is Kelvin. Nicely served, well picked by Simon. And very simple play by George Okore. George Okore with the service for Forest Services side. Nicely served, well picked Meshach, and quick dunk by Daniel Kipto, quite unfortunate. Powerful hit by Kipchirchir, almost saved by Michael, but not successful. Daniel Kipto with the service for AP Kenya. Quite a positive start in this game from the Kenya Forest Services. Lewis, go to the coach in that Emmanuel hasn't been well able to play with Lewis. I think in comes Dominic to see if he can manage Lewis. A good, nicely served Donjala. Quite unfortunate. It's on at the net. In comes Wakesa, who happens to be the captain of the AP side. Comes in for Daniel Kipto. Mwema with the service. Nicely served. Well picked Philip Ndungu. Powerful hit by Michael, sorry. Touch on the net, but well converted point. Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served, well picked Mwema. An attempt in the middle by the AP side. Which is well converted. Nice attempt by Simon, the libero. Kenya Forest, I said. Nicely served, well picked by Simon. An attempt to take it across by Lewis, but it's quite unfortunate. And a block by Kelvin off the AP Kenya side. Still serving his AP. Dominic with the service, nicely served, well picked Simon. Nice set, powerful hit by Michael, and a very solid block by Meshach. This calls for a timeout from the Kenya Forest Services side. From having a comfortable 5-point lead, right now it's a 3-point lead. And as we said, this is the second match of the day. The just concluded match is between the Trailblazers Volleyball Club and the Rift Valley Prison Services side, where the Trailblazers Volleyball Club were eventually winners by a 3-0 set scoreline. Back after the timeout. Dominic still serving for AP Kenya. Net the service on the net, giving Prison a service. Sorry, for a service side at the 20th point of the match. Lewis Ogutu with the service. Nicely served. And it's an overdig, which is a gift to George Okore. Hence, a dunk down. Still serving is Lewis Ogutu for the Kenya Forest Services side. Nicely served, well picked, AP Kenya. Powerful attack from Mesha Kwambua. And it's a touch on the Kenya Forest Service side. Keep Chirchir with the service. As a pick. It's a set by Michael. And a hit by, nicely saved by the AP side. Well picked Simon. And another pick by the AP side. Powerful hit. And a tricky play by Moema onto the Kenya Forest Services side, forcing them to a scramble. Still with the service for the AP side, keep Chirchir. Quite a set of plays in this first set. Nicely served, well picked, and keep two. Powerful hit by Philip Ndungu, utilizing his power onto the AP side's block. Hence, a well deserved point. On to the comment sections, we have Timothy Kambo saying a win for AP Kenya. A powerful hit by Meshach Wambua onto the Forest Service court, leaving the libero Simon with that's 2-1. He could have picked that ball. Serving is Meshach Wambua. Nicely served, not well picked by Philip Ndungu, and it's a conversion by Kelvin Kiptum, helping the team out from a previously not well received a ball. So Philip Ndongo with the service. Nicely served. Well picked, Mesha Gombua. Mwema with the attack. And it's a block by the Kenya Forest Services side. Taking it to 24 points for KFS and 19 points for AP Kenya. AP Kenya called for timeout. I think they are well into this game. But by the look of things, Forest Services are in 5 points, only requiring 1 point to finish up this game, whereas AP Kenya requiring a whopping 6 points. Back after timeout, Philip Ndungu serving. Nicely picked, Mesha Gombua. Nicely set. Another pick by the Forest Service side. Powerful hit by Philip Ndungu. Poor block formation from the AP Kenya side. Taking KFS to 25 points, whereas AP Kenya finish it up with 19 points. So Kenya Forest Services side are the first winners of this first set. Quite a worthy game to watch. Kenya Forest Services side, a well dominant and formidable team, whereas AP Kenya are a good team as well. So Kenya Forest Services are the first winners of this particular showdown. So on the screens are the match statistics of the first set. AP Kenya with 11 attacks. Kenya Forest Services side with 15 attacks. The Kenya Forest Services side are dominant in that section. In the block section, Kenya Forest Services side are dominant too with 4 blocks, whereas AP Kenya have 1 block. The services are at nil each side. The opponent's era, Kenya Forest Services side are more superior still, utilizing on the mistakes of the AP Kenya side with 6 and AP Forest side with 6 and AP with 5. This brings a total tally of 25 points for Kenya Forest Services side and 19 points for the AP side. Let's wait for the second set. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the second match between the Kenya Forest Services side and AP Kenya. For those who are far away and will wish to join the stream of this particular game, we are streaming through the Kenya Volleyball Federation YouTube page. Off we start with a solid block from Lewis Ogutu. Douglas Angela with the service still. Nicely picked Mesha Kumbua. Keep Churchill with a very powerful attack down the line. Leaving Simon with a lot to wonder on how the ball had penetrated. Though they are very, very strong block of Moses and Levis. Onto the service line is Daniel Kipto for AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked Philip Ndungu. Powerful attack by Michael, but quite unfortunate to cross from. It's a solid block from the administration police side. Still serving is Daniel Kipto. Nicely served. Well picked Philip Ndungu. Calvi Kimtop with the attack. A save from the AP side. Kipchirchir with the attack. Nicely saved. Well picked Mesha Kumbua. And Moema with the attempt, but the ball is out of play. So Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served, well picked. Enoch Kiptum. Well picked by Mesha Kumbua. AP. Kipchirchir with the attack, but a solid block from Lewis Ogutu. Enoch Kiptum with the service still. Nicely served. A powerful hit by Kelvin, utilizing on the loose ball. Mama with the service for AP. Nicely served. Well picked Philip Ndungu. Michael with the attack. Not that powerful, but it's Forest Services side with the point. There is a good with the service for Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served, well picked. Powerful attack by Mesha Kumbua to give AP Kenya their fourth point of the second set. Kelvin Kipkosgei with the service. Nicely served, not well picked by Kenya for the service. Picked again by is Kelvin Kipkoech. Nicely served, not well picked. Another pick by Kelvin. Chance ball to the Forest side. It's a chance ball to the AP side. Dominic with the set. Saved by Enoch Kiptum. It's another chance ball to the AP side. And a powerful hit by Moema. AP really sending a statement. in this second set. Quite a very good positive start. Kelvin Kipkoech still with the service for AP Kenya. Nicely picked, and keep two. A powerful hit by Michael, but it's quite unfortunate it's out of a court. So this calls for a timeout from the Kenya Forest Services side. Actually, it's not going how they expected. AP taking a 3-point early lead. Kenya Forest Services side are really struggling with this particular set. So from the comment section, Pamela Omondi, finally I got the link. The link is the Kenya Volleyball Federation main page. So if you've gotten it, you can share with your friends. David Andwiga, a win for KFS. Still serving is Kelvin. Nicely served, and it's a nice serve. Kelvin has really terrorized the Kenya Forest Services reception line. Out comes Wanjala, and in comes Julius Mwai for the Kenya Forest Services side. Still serving is Kelvin. Nicely served, well picked. Philip Ndungu with the attack, but quite unfortunate. It's a solid block from Kipchirchir, giving Kenya Forest Service, AP Kenya their 9th point of the second set. Kevin Kipkoech has been a very instrumental server in this match. Quite unfortunate he has served it out of play, but quite active from the service line from Kelvin. So Michael with the service for the Forest side. That's the served, well picked Kelvin too. Kipchirchir with the attack, utilizing his dominant jump over Julius Mwai. Kipchirchir for AP, nicely served. Powerful attack by Philip Nungu, utilizing the tall blocks, and he is getting a well-deserved touch out. A net violation by the Forest Services side. AP with a 5-point lead. Mesha combo to the service line. Nicely served. Well picked. Keep two. Powerful attack by Michael, and it's out of court. Still serving Mesha Kumbua of AP. Nice picked Philip Ndungu, and a clever play by George Okore to give Kenya Forest Services side their 7th point. George Okoro with the service. Nicely served, well picked Kevin. Powerful hit by Kipchirchir, and is in a court. Dominic Kipkoch for AP. Nice deserved, well picked Simon. An attempt by Kenya Forest Service. Powerful hit, Enoch Kiptum onto the diagonal side of the Kenya Forest Services. So Julius Mwai with the service. Well picked, Mwema. And the ball is out of play. Quite some little bit of confusion. Doesn't keep it off for AP Kenya. Nicely served. Well picked Philip Ndungu. Kevin Kiptum with the attacks. And another tricky play by Michael, taking KFS to 9 points. Still KFS behind by 5 points. That's Mwema. Kipchirchir with the attacks. Now Michael with the blocks. Quite unfortunate to block that set of play. Mwema with the service for AP. Nicely served, well picked by Simon. A tricky play by Lewis. Lewis with the service. Nicely served, well picked, Mesha Kombua. And a technical play by Kelvin. Kelvin back to the service line. Giving that the good server. KFS really need to see how. And hit by. And the ball is out of play, but quite unfortunate for Mesha Kombua too. A touch at the net. Michael for the Forest Services side. Nicely served, well picked Mwema. And an error by Dominic, not to be able to manage and score that particular ball. Still Michael for the Forest Services side. Powerful service, quite unfortunate to hit the net. So keep Chirchir back to the service line. Nicely served, well picked, Enoch Kiptum. Good play. Nicely picked, Michael for the Kenya Forest Services side. Another set of replay. Powerful hit. Nicely picked. Kipchirchir with the conversion. Quite an instrumental set of play from Kipchirchir to take AP Kenya to 18 points. Still keep Chirchir with the service. Nicely served, but quite unfortunately it's out of the court. Substitution. Out goes Philip Ndungu. In comes John Kihanya. Nicely served. John Kihanya nicely picked. Benny Wema. And a powerful hit by Kipchirchir. Michael wasn't able to pick that ball at any particular point. Meshak with the service. Nicely picked Simon. An attack by George, not successful. And it's a hit on the net by Moema, giving the points to the Kenya Forest Services side. George Akore. Nice picked. Powerful hit, utilizing the overpass from Kelvin off the AP side. George still with the service. The ball is in the court. KFS kindly following AP side. The AP side called for a timeout. I think pressure has been building in the AP Kenya players. So the technical bench of the AP side have called for a timeout to cool off. Straight to the comment section on our YouTube platform. Marius Kibiwot, a win for the KFS. Let's hope and see how it goes. Mutembe Stephens, a win for AP Kenya. Let's wait and see how it goes. Solid block from the Kenya Forest Services side to deny Kip Chirchir a score in this particular game. Still serving is George Okore for the Kenya Forest Services side. A technical service, and it's an S serve. Quite a misjudgment from Mesha Kwambua. So George still serving for KFS. Nicely served. Coach of the pick. And it's a net violation from the Forest Services side. AP Kenya reached the 20-point mark. AP following closely with, Forest following closely with 18 points. Dominic with the service, and the service is out of the court. Quite a tricky part in the game. It's a point where you should be more vigilant with your set of plays. Douglas Wanjala with the service. Nicely served. Easily picked Moema. Powerful attack by Moema. The ball is out of play, but touched Simon the libero in the process. Daniel Kipto with the service. Nicely served. Well picked, John Kihanya. Powerful hit by Lewis Ogoto, leaving Simon Solomon Musi, the libero AP Kenya, with a difficult time in picking up the ball. Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served. Well picked, Moema. And a hit down the line. Simon was not accurate in his pickup. Comes out. Amon comes in. Amon is known to be a very good technical and tactical server. Amon Kiboy. Nice serve, well picked, Simon. Powerful hit by Lewis Ogoto, sending a statement to the AP side. Lewis Ogoto with the service. Well served, nicely picked by Amon. And a hit by Kelvin. To take AP to the 23-point mark. Out comes Amon, in comes Moyama again. So it's Kevin. Keep coach with the service. Forest, the service side, have to be well vigilant with his type of service. And it's quite unfortunate it's out of the court. Quite untimely error, taking KFS to 22 and AP at 23. Outcome Evans in Michael for Forest service side. Nicely served. 15. And an error in set by Douglas Wanjala. Quite not perfect time to do such an error. This sends AP Kenya to 24, while KFS are at 22. Keep Tirchiri with the service. Nicely served. Well picked, John Kianya. And a very good play by George Okore down the middle. Simple but effective. John Kianya with the service. Nicely served. And it's a block by Douglas Wanjala to deny Mesha Kwambua. This calls for a change in the AP side. Out goes Kipchirchir and Kipto. In comes Awekesa and Titus nicely picked. And a conversion by Moema from the back court. Mesha combo with the service. Nicely served. Well picked and a keep two. A nice pick by Simon Musi. Nicely picked again, John. Pick again by And it's a point for the AP side. Think some controversy in the judgment of the last ball. The Kenya Forest Services side thinking that it was the fourth touch of the play, but according to the referee, it was a block. Quite an intense game. Tensions riding on both areas, both ends. Looking at the technical bench of the Kenya Forest Service side, the head coach Washira not quite pleased with the refereeing. On to your screens is the match statistics of this particular set. AP Kenya eventual winners of this particular set. AP Kenya have 19 attacks. Kenya Forest Services side have 14. The blocks, KFS are superior with 5, AP with 2, Service are at 1 apiece. Opponents error, KFS with 4, AP Kenya with 5. Points totality is at 26 for AP and 24 for Kenya Forest Service side. Back to the third set. Sets are 1 apiece. KFS with the first set. AP Kenya with the second set. AP Kenya to kick us off. through Daniel Kipto. AP kicks us off. Quite fortunate error from Daniel Kipto. Serve the ball out of play. Douglas Wanjala with the service for the Kenya Forest service side. Powerful hit by Mwema to get a score for the B side. A service from AP Kenya. Mwema with the service. Nicely served, well picked Philip Ndungu. Nicely set, Douglas. And a good hit by Enoch Kiptum. Leaving Kipto with nothing to pick. Enoch Kiptum with the service. Nicely served, well picked Mesha Kwambuga. And a follow through by Kelvin from the setter Daniel Kipto. Kevin to the service line. Nicely served. Not the best of pick from Kipto. And an costly error by Philip Ndungu, hitting the ball on the net. Still serving for AP's Kevin. Nicely served. Picked by Philip Ndungu. And it's a scramble for the point, but AP Kenya with the win. Still serving for AP is Kelvin. Quite a consistent server. Nicely served. Well picked Simon. Powerful hit by Lewis Sagutu. Getting a side out for the Forest Services side. Quite another positive start from the both teams in this start set. Nicely served, Lewis Oguto, well picked by coach. Powerful hit by Kipchirchir, forcing Philip Ndungu to touch the net, giving the AP side their 5th point. Kipchirchir to the service line. Nicely served. Well picked Enoch Kiptum. Not the best of sets from Douglas Wanjala. Taking the ball out of play. Still serving is Kipchirchir. Not the best of picks. Michael with the attempt and a block from Dominic to deny Michael with the score. This scores for timeout from, this scores for substitution from the Kenya Forest Service side, where John Kihanya comes in to help Philip Ndungu with the reception department. Kipchirchir still serving, and the ball is out of play. Michael with the service. Not the best of service from Michael. Serving it on the net to giving AP Kenya their 8th point. Part of the Forest side losing some concentration, having start off this particular match well. Simon with almost an overpass, but Douglas Wanjala with very, very nice set to George Okore, which was well converted. Onto the service line for the Kenya Forest Services side, John Kihanya. Nicely served, easily picked by coach. Kipchirchir with the attacks. Quite unfortunate, it's out. And still John Kihanya with the service for the Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served, well picked by Meshak. Powerful hit by Mwema, but not the best. Nicely driven by Kiptum. Picked again by Michael. Kiptum with the conversion on the AP Kenya block. Kenya Forest Service gaining a little bit of momentum in the start set. Still serving for the Forest side is John Kihanya. Nicely served. Well picked coach. Mwema with the tip, but quite fortunate not to get it. And it's a conversion from Mesha Kwambua utilizing the Forest Services side's block. So Dominic with the service for AP Kenya. Nicely served. Well picked Simon. Kevin Kiptum with the tip and a set. It's an overpass. A hit on Mesha Kombuo's chest, but since they are the AP side, they aren't bothered with that. George Okore for KFS. Nicely picked Mesha Kombuo. Kipchirchir with the attack, and it's a block error by the Forest Services side. So Daniel Kipto with the service for AP. Nicely served, well picked by Michael. Powerful hit by Lewis. He has been some quite powerful hits where the AP side haven't been blocking them very well. Douglas with the service for the service. Nicely served, well picked coach. Mwema with the attack, utilizing the Forest Service defense line. Mwema still serving. Picked well by Michael. An attack by. It's an error by Lewis Ogutu. It's quite costly, but the look of his face and his body expression, he is not pleased. Still serving for AP. Mwema with the service. Nicely paid Michael. And it's a block by Kipchirchir to deny Michael a score. I think the Forest Service have been given the score. I think it was a net violation. And Kiptum with the service. Well picked coach. Powerful hit by Meshak, and it's out of play. A steal service for the Kenya Forest Services side. And it's an S serve by Enoch Kiptum, bringing KFS to the 12th point mark. Hence the 12 point apiece scoreline. Kevin Enoch Kiptum with the service still. It's a scramble play by Kelvin, but the results are fruitful. Kelvin still serving for AP. Nicely served. Not the best of picks. John Ihanya with the attack and a good conversion. Lewis Ogutu. Nicely served. Well picked. Meshak. Picked again by Wanjala. A tip by Enoch Kiptum. The tip well picked by John Keanya. And it's an attempt, but picked up by Kiptichir. Nicely picked. Lewis. And a block by Dominic to deny John Kehanya. AP with a 1 point lead. Kipchechir with the service. Well picked Simon. Nice picked by Solomon. And the ball is out of a play. Quite an intense match between these two sides. It was expected to be quite an intensive match with both teams looking for nothing but and it's a solid block from George in order to shut down Meshak Kwambua. That they, in this match, having lost the second set, but they are showing AP, but they are in this match. Picked again by Kelvin and a conversion. In two non-opponents. Meshak Kwambua with the service. And the ball is out of play. John Kehanya for the Forest Services side. Back after the timeout. KFS a 2-point lead. AP 15, KFS a 17. John Kenya with the service. Nicely picked Meshak Kwambua. Good set. Nicely picked again. Simon. A set by John Kehanya. A pick again by Coach 4. AP nicely picked again. Michael. An attempt. It's a set by Meshakombua. Moema with the swing and delivering it home for the AP Kenya side. Substitution for AP. Out goes Dominic. In comes Elvis, who happens to be the captain of the AP side. Nicely pick Michael. And it's a net touch violation from the AP side. George Kore with the service. Nicely served, but quite unfortunate it didn't cross. Hence a service error. Substitution. Out goes Meshak Ombua. In comes Amon. Keep Chirchir. Daniel Kipto for the AP side. Nicely served. It's an overpick. Nicely served by John Ihanya. And it's a ball in court. Nicely executed by Enoch Kiptum. Taking KFS to 19 points, 1 point shy of the 20th point mark. Douglas Wanjala with the service. Nicely picked Amon Kipchirchir. A hit by Kelvin. A repeat in the middle by Kelvin, and it's successful this time around. I think Lewis didn't expect the setter to set it again in the middle. Moema still with service. Nicely served. Well picked Michael. Kevin Kiptum with the conversion, and it's quite a super from Enoch Kiptum. Enoch Kiptum serving. Coach with the pick. Douglas with the pick again. John with the attack. A save by Daniel Kipto. I think it's a chance ball. 2. Powerful hit by Lewis, a good bat denied by Kelvin. This takes Kelvin to substitution by AP Kenya. Out goes Elvis. In comes Dominic. Kelvin with the service. That's the served, well picked, and a kick 2. John with the conversion. John Kihanya isn't a tall player, but an effective outside hitter on court. Lewis back to the service line for the Forest Services side. Nicely served, well picked Amon Kipchirchir. Kipchirchir again with, and it's a touch on the AP block. Earlier I said John Kihanya ain't a tall player, but a very tactical player for the Kenya Forest of the side. This calls for time out from the AP technical bench, since things aren't going their way. So those joining us from their homes, we are streaming this game through the Kenya Volleyball Federation page. So on to the comment section. Gilbert Onsare, KFS Mastrin. I think they're heading on the right direction. Makatamoi Philip, go KFS. KFS moving close to the set. Olita Shapil, go KFS. Felix Christ mwenye aliweka Tanui bench alikosea. I think it's the part of the game. Samido, all the best KFS. Felix Chris, KFS will definitely win. Let's wait and see how it unfolds. So Lewis good with the service still. Nicely served. Picked by Dominic. Picked again by Lewis. John with the tip. A pick by Amon Kipchirchir. Another pick by. And a conversion by John Akehanya. Quite dependable in this particular set for the Kenya Forest Service side. Some consultation from the AP captain calling for a double touch on the Kenya Forest Service side. Lewis Oguto still serving. Nicely served. Not the best of picks. Mwema with the spin. Enoch Kiptum with. And it's a dunk by George Okore, sending Kenya Forest Services side to the 24 match point of this third set. This calls for a substitution by the AP technical bench. Amon Kipchirchir comes out. Mesha Kwambua comes back in. Lewis Ogutu still serving for Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served, well picked, and a hit by Dominic in the middle, leaving George Okore flat-footed. Well picked, Simon. And John Keanya with the hit, but quite unfortunate. It's out of the court. Powerful hit down the line, but the ball is out of court. I think if the hit was in, it could have been a very spectacular finish from the Kenya Forest Services side. Medimora watching from Orgion, all the best. May the best team win. I think that's what you meant. Olita Shapil, well done KFS. Makatamoi Philip saying marvelous KFS. KFS are with the match point of this set. AP Kenya following closely with 21 points. Still on the service line is Kipchirchir for AP Kenya. Nicely picked. And a conversion by George Okore in the middle, taking KFS to the 25th point mark. Hence, the winners of the third set, taking the scoreline to KFS sets, and AP Kenya one set. Earlier, as we said, this game is spectacular and marvelous game to watch. So sit back, relax, and wait for the fourth set. On your screens are the statistics of the third set. AP Kenya with 11 attacks. Kenya Forest Services side with 16 attacks. AP Kenya 4 blocks, which are the dominant in that section. Kenya Forest Services side have 1 block. Services, Kenya Forest Services have 2. AP Kenya have none. Opponents era, KFS getting a higher advantage from the opponents era with 6. AP Kenya with 5. Total tally of the scores is Kenya Forest Services 25, AP Kenya 21.
Yes, we are starting the fourth set in the
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's the fourth set of the second match of the day. The Kenya Forest Services side against AP Kenya. Kicking us off is the Kenya Forest Services side through Douglas Wanjala. Quite an entertaining match of the day. Nicely picked. Mwema, powerful hit on the diagonal side of the Kenya Forest Services side, leaving Simon with nothing to pick. Sheila Chelimo, go AP. I think AP have a 2-1 set lead. Luke Saina, go AP, watching from Cap Summit. Thank you, Luke, for joining us. Paul Miricho, I wish to commend AP for having given a chance to young coaches. I think there's a change in the coaching department. AP have a 2-point lead. Daniel Kipto with the service. Nicely served, not well picked by Philip Ndungu. An attempt to save, but unfortunately the ball is out of play. Still Daniel Kipto. Nicely picked, Simon. Powerful hit. Nicely picked, Simon. Solomon. And a clever play from Moima to take AP Kenya to 4 points. Still serving is Daniel Kipto. Nicely served, well picked by Simon. A conversion by Enoch Kipto. Enoch Kipto with the service for KFS. A pick from coach. And a tricky play from the setter. Leaving KFS players surprised with what happened in that particular set of play. Serving is Moema for AP Kenya. Not the best of services. Asaf on the net. Looking at his expression, he's not impressed. Good play from Philip Ndungu to give KFS well-earned points. There is a good to the service. And a set of miscommunication between coach, the libero, and Moema. Still serving Ogutu. And another set of miscommunication between Mesha Kwambua and coach. 2 consecutive miscommunication from coach, quite costly, taking KFS to 5 points apiece. Nicely picked. Philip Ndungu with. Nicely set. Daniel Kipto. Another pick. Lewis Ogutu. Powerful hit. Nicely picked again. And a ball is out of play. Quite fortunate for the Forest Services side. They didn't get let's go. Nice pick, Michael. The ball actually is in at the court. Another good play from AP Kenya to get a score from the KFS side. AP Kenya, 8 points for a service side. 6 points. Keep Chichiri with the service. Nicely picked, Simon. Another pick. And a set of misjudgment from Keep Chichiri and Solomon. This gives KFS the 7th point. Philip Ndungu to the service line. Nicely served. Well picked, Mwema. Not the best of plays. Simon with the pick. Keep to him with the hit. Nicely picked by coach. Chance ball to the KFS side. Keep to him with the tip. And a score to the Kenya Forest service side. Taking it to at 8 points apiece, the scoreline. Still with the service is Philip Ndungu. Nicely picked Meshak Ombua. Another pick by Enoch Kiptum. And a tip in the middle of the court by Michael to get a score for Kenya Forest service side. Philip Ndungu with the service still. Meshak with the pick. Another pick by Michael. And an attack by Philip Ndungu. Another pick by. And a tricky play by Philip Ndungu to get a score for the Kenya Forest service aside. Not an often play in the game, but a tricky play. This calls for substitution from the AP Kenya side. Out comes Kipto, in goes Owekesa. So still serving for Kenya Forest service, Philip Ndungu. Nicely picked. And a solid block by George Okora to deny Mesha Kwambua. Another substitution. Out goes Mesha Kwambua. In comes Amon Kipchirchir. Kenya Forest service taking control of this match, having started on a wrong foot. Philip Ndungu the service, nicely picked by Amon Kipchirchir. Kipchirchir again on the opposite department of AP side, well converted, utilizing the poor block formation of the Kenya Forest service side. Amon Kipchirchir with the service for AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked Philip Ndungu. And an attack by George Okora, sending the ball out of play. George Okora with the service. Nicely served, well picked coach. And a solid block from Alawizago to deny Dominic a point. I think Kenya Forest service means business in this particular set, knowing very well if they win this particular set, they call it a day. Still serving George Okore, not the best of picks by Amon. And a solid block by Alawizago, but quite unfortunately, it's a block out. AP doing a substitution. In comes Elvis. Out goes a Dominic. Elvis with the service. Nicely served. And a save by. And a very, very powerful attack by Kipchirchir on the Kenya Forest Services side diagonal part. Still serving is Elvis. And the ball is out of play. Quite unexpected error from Kelvin. It was a free point awarded to him by the KFA side, but quite unfortunate. Nice pick by Kenya for a service. A set by Amon. And the ball is out of play. Quite unfortunate. Kenya for a service side have touched at the net. A Forest service, a 2-point lead. Our kisser with the service. Nicely pick Philip Nugu. And Kiptum with I think there's some controversy between the judgment of that ball. Some saying the ball touched the AP player, but the first referee said the ball wasn't touched. Okay, so with the service, nicely picked Michael. And a miss communication and misjudgment of the ball between the setter and the mid block. On to the comment section. Makatamoi Philip, well done. Koi, George, Okore, and Ogutu from KFS. Well played. Following live from Nyanarwa country. Congratulations, colleagues, is coming home. From the look of things, you are a Kenya Forest Service fan. Hoping they can win. Sheila Chilimo, go AP. Luxaina, go AP, watching from Kapsabet. Quite some controversy between the judgment of some balls in this game, but the referees stand very, very firm. Still serving is Awukesa from AP Kenya. Not the best of pick by Michael. And an attempt by. And it's a conversion by Amon Kipchirchir to give AP Kenya a 1-point lead. Still serving Edodo Kesafo, AP Kenya. Nicely picked. And a test of power between Dominic and miscommunication between the Kenya Forest Services players. AP is getting a score. Kenya Forest Services side. Nicely played, Philip Ndungu. Lewis Oguto still serving for Kenya Forest Service. Nice serve. Well picked Amon Kipchirchir. Kipchirchir with, it's quite an unfortunate cross of the line by Kelvin to award Kenya Forest Service their point. This calls for time out from the technical bench AP Kenya. It's quite the end of the set. AP know very well that they really need this set to take to a decider, whereas Kenya Forest Service know they really need this set to wrap up this entertaining game. In comes the players again. The technical bench, AP, hoping that the timeout was of help to their players. Still serving for the AP side is Lewis Oguto. Nicely picked Mwema. Kipchirchir with the attack, utilizing Philip Ndongo's not well block formation. Kelvin with the service for AP Kenya. Nicely served, and it's an ace. A serve for AP Kenya. Kevin with the service. Mike with the attempt. Okesa with the set. And the pick by Simon. Philip Ndungu with the tip on the space. And it's quite a point for the Kenya Forest Services side, taking a 1 point lead. The Kenya Forest Services side serving. Michael with the service. Nicely served. Well picked Mwema. Amon with the attack, but quite unfortunate. The ball is out of players. So Kenya Forest Service regained back their 2 point lead. Michael still with the service. Nicely served, well picked Mwema. Amon with the attack, and I'll keep to an attempt to pick that ball, but the attempt was not as successful. Kelvin Kipchirchir. Sorry, it's Kipchirchir with the service. Philip Ndongo with the pick. And it's a score from Philip Ndongo. Not the best of services from Philip Ndungu. Quite unfortunate to serve it on the net. AP Kenya 20, Kenya Forest Service 21. AP Kenya with the service. I'm going to keep Chirchir. Nicely served. Well picked, Simon. Eno Kiptum with the attempt. And it's a block by Moema to take the game to at the 21 point apiece mark. This calls for time out from the Kenya Forest Services side for the players to cool down. Back after timeout, still serving is Amon Kipchirchir for AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked, Michael. AP and a good hit by Enoch Kiptum to send Kenya Forest Service to 22 points. Substitution by the Kenya Forest Service side. Out goes George, in comes Agunda, then out goes Enoch Kiptum, in comes Evans. Agunda with the service for the Kenya Forest Service side. Nicely served, well picked coach. A set by Kipchirchir, and unfortunately it's a step on the line by Kipchirchir to take the Kenya Forest Service side to the 23 point mark. Kenya Forest Service move closer to the end of this match. Agunda with the service still. Nicely served, not well picked by Koech. A set by Amon Kipchirchir. Another pick by Agunda. Quite unfortunate, the ball is out of a play. Quite an attempt from the Kenya Forest Service. A substitution, out comes Evans. In back goes Enoch Kiptum. So Elvis with the service for the AP Kenya side. Nicely served. Well pick Kiptum. And a powerful conversion from Enoch Kiptum to send Kenya Forest Service to the 24th point and the match point of this particular set. This calls for time out from the AP Kenya side. Seeing that Kenya Forest Service side are a point shy of the 25 point mark, and they require 2 points to equalize for them to save the match point of this particular set. Douglas Wanjala with the service for Kenya Forest Service. Nicely served, well picked Mwema. A set by Wekesa. An attempt by Douglas, but not as successful. So AP need a point to reach the 24 point mark. Substitution from the AP side. Out goes Edo Kesa. In comes Daniel Kipto. Lot of tension in this particular part of the match. Daniel Kipto with the service. Not the best of pick by Michael. And it's a point to the AP Kenya side. Not the best of conversions by Michael. Taking AP Kenya to the 24th point. Still service then Kipto for AP Kenya. Nicely served, well picked Lewis, and a powerful hit by Lewis Ogutu, sending a statement to the AP Kenya side. Enoch Kipto with the service for the Kenya Forest service side. Nicely served, well picked Amon, and the ball is out of play. This sends Kenya Forest service to the 26-point mark and the eventual winners of this particular set and match. Quite an entertaining match, a match that was on a fire, where Kenya Forest service side are the eventual winners of this particular match. So stay tuned as we wait for the next match, which is another entertaining match. It will be between the Trailblazers Volleyball Club and the Kenya Defense Forces side.
Our next match will be between Trailblazers versus Kenya Defense Forces. This match are very important as they will determine who will play the next top 8 teams, which will be the next weekend at the same venue, left night. In the house, we have the president, the Charles Kawiri, deputy president for across the show, national treasurer, Ryan Super, Secretary General, Ishmael Chenge, we also have Deputy Treasurer, Moses Kuria, wako ndani ya nyumba. Madam Chilimo, vile committee member wako ndani.
On your screens, you can see the Kenya Forest Service side celebrating their famous win against the AP Kenya side. In comes the Trailblazers Volleyball Club and the Kenya Defense for the side. These are the match statistics of this particular whole game. AP Kenya have 54 points. Kenya Forest Service have 59 points. For the blocks, each side have 10 for AP, 12 for KFS services. AP have 2, Kenya Forest have 5, opponent Sarah, AP have 5, Kenya Forest have 24, a tally of 90 points for AP and 100 points to the Kenya Forest Service side.
Drop kutoa wewe.